How are we doing today, YouTube? Welcome back to Gino's Let's Plays. And today is the day we head to the Nucleus, which from what I realized is actually over here. Not whatever this is over here. Although I would like to check that out, because boats, you know, military boat, could be something. Now there's also the southern region of the map that I didn't see till way later. There's a lighthouse, a farm, But points of interest are going to be the Nucleus, as well as going back to the boat we started in, which I think was over here, or it was over here, somewhere in this area, and bringing a bandage back to our boy. So we're going to have to do that as well. But first things first. Oh my god, there's people here. There's literally... Who are you? You weren't in here before. And they have a gun. They have a assault rifle, it looks like. And there's the kid. There's another one over there too. Okay. Looks like these people were here when I finished the last episode. That's weird. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. They have a nailed board. Okay, let's go upstairs.
Restricted area. Get lost.
Oh, they're not actually... I mean, they are, but they're not. Interesting. But you're up the stairs. Okay, I blocked. Okay. Pocket operator, but it's 20 pounds. Pocketed chest piece, that's 9 pounds. Our chest piece is much better. What is this? Right leg? Right arm, right arm. I got nut on my legs. Yeah, but it's too heavy. Athletic outfit weighs 1. Trapper weighs 1 as well. Okay. Well. It was a necessary casualty that had to happen. Now how the hell are we gonna get out of here? Is the real question. Because as soon as I open this, am I dead meat? What's going on?
Bugs. Kill them. Kill them all.
How about we just run? We just run, we run, we run, we run to the Nucleus, and hopefully nothing is chasing after us, and we lose them in the terrain, and we don't run into any fog creatures or anything of that sort. I'm refound. Something found me again. I mean, at this point, I'd be surprised. Okay, so now there's the fog going, but if we put on our scav thing, we shouldn't be taking radiation damage. There's 2 bears. Okay, we're not going that way. We are not going that way. We're not going that way. The fog is still hitting us, but not as bad. So that could be a plus. Okay. It is not letting me Skyrim up those tree branches. I look pretty decent. Back asleep. Fine. I mean, not really, but not the absolute worst thing. We're all ghouls, we're okay. And my question is there going to be Themis where I'm going? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're getting less things of fog, which makes me feel like maybe this suit's doing something. It just took a second to activate. Got bear traps here. We have a cave of some sort, a machine gun. Is there anyone actually here? No, cooking station. We can't take out the machine gun because we have nothing for range. So we'll have to live and let live. Thing is, these cliffs, I need to get over this cliff. God, I'm severely dehydrated. I guess we could drink in the water over here. Fuck, that's where the two bears are. Okay. Maybe we could climb up here. Bears aren't like, I don't know, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they're initially dangerous, and at other times they can actually be kind of chill. So, but we're severely dehydrated. It's fine. I have water. I wouldn't want to waste it if I could find like a regular source of water and just drink from that. Although we'll get an illness, it's okay. God, this area is very Skyrim-esque. We got housing here. Interesting. Hunters. Could we sneak up on them? Alright, the thing is, what would fighting these guys really do for me? You know?
I've been out in the fog too long. I'm seeing things. Where am I?
I don't think it does much for us. I think we just walk past them, sneak away. We have a military base coming up here, which maybe is what they redid the Nucleus as. We got wolves down there. Wolves are no joke, especially without explosives. So let's skirt around them. Don't want trouble. The question... Nucleus is across the water. And the radiation suit is not going to help with, well, getting across the water. Maybe we can get across some of it. I don't know. Is there any first aid in here? Talk about being in a difficult spot. If we use the Ripper, we could possibly go get him. I couldn't stagger him enough. Looks like we're gonna want to make our way there instead. That will lead us to a land bridge we can use to get across. This is not gonna be easy. Alright. So far, we haven't seen any fog creatures of any sorts, which I'm not gonna complain. And we got a bear. Of course there's a bear on the land bridge, because why wouldn't there be? Now if we had a syringe rifle, this would actually be really easy. But a glowing bear and a glowing feral ghoul. They definitely made it difficult to get across this land bridge. Well, I guess we get to pick our poison, right? And a feral ghoul is just one headshot. They're actually really close to one another, though, which is what's tough. Now we dragged him over by me. Right, we dragged him over there. Oh, he's fighting the bear. Oh yeah, let them... I didn't know ghouls and bears fought. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We love that. Oh no. The ghoul's running away, but they're running towards me. You guys keep fighting over there. I do not want to get involved in that. Thing is, ghouls do mostly radiation damage, and if you're a glowing animal, don't you heal from radiation, or am I totally just making that up? Ghoul, go away! Dude, what is this? What is this? I wouldn't mind searching that ghoul. Good thing bears are like super unperceptive. It's kind of nuts. Alright, ghoulie boy, what you have on you? Needed blood in a kickball. Alright, the bear seems to be circling around, which is fine. Keep circling, you big old brute. Nope, it's coming back my way. Is he blind? He's literally, like, blind. Okay. Oof, we're getting kind of close to him, though. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, perfect. Alright, let's get out of here. Should be closing in on the nucleus. A hell of a trip, hell of a trip. Of course, it's all ghouls. That makes sense. I have my Ripper. Advanced lock, and we got one lockpick. Alright. Is it a little bit this way? Nope. It's a little bit that way. Maybe not that much. There we go. Oh my god, dude. We've been getting pretty lucky. We've getting fairly lucky when it comes to lockpicks. I have to say, I don't think our luck's going to be going much further anytime soon. Railway spikes. Okay, let's put on our actual armor. Oof. Okay. Oh. Ah, that sucks. And I thought I was gonna get a free rad scrub. Let's do this. Let's get some sanity back, because we are missing sanity. Parasites love it. Ooh. Navy Reniment. Nice. Okay. So far, pretty decent. Pretty decent. So I decided to do the rest of this video with post commentary because there's a lot of background noise happening while I was recording. But here we are in the Nucleus, which is all ghouls and a hell of a lot of them. So my game plan is, let me stab them in the face and see if we can make it out of this alive. And surprisingly, it doesn't go too bad, but there is a lot of them. The good thing is a lot of them are lower level. And not that bad. Decided to take a buff jet here, I believe, or at least in a little bit. And take a nasty hit. Yeah, buff jet here. Get the block off, pretty decent. Get the extra health going. There's a big boy behind this little ghoul who we do not want to get smacked by because that would be a one-shot. We end up getting him. Arm goes down, which is fine. Take him out. And then poison takes us out, sadly. So, about 13 attempts later, and I finally stumble across this run here that you're going to see. Take that guy out. I decided, you know what? Let's go back. That way I can funnel them through the little doorway. I'm waiting. I missed the door, of course. Get the block off. First two down. No damage taken. Very nice, very nice. Good into the doorway. Take one out. Block that guy. Take the big boy out. And the second big boy out. Now we're just... oh. Got my blocking down. Other than there. Someone behind me. I decided to go into the bathroom here. And... that's all of them. Loot on these guys are decent, but then again, you know, we're in a scenario where we're trying to find what we need for the boat parts. Surprisingly though, you see later in this episode, there's a lot of adhesive just lying around. I mean, just like bundles of adhesive, bundles of tape, and glue just everywhere in this area. You find that serrated combat knife, which is actually really nice. Surprised I hadn't found one earlier. You got one last boy in here behind a master lock. Now, I decided to skip past it because I want to clear the rest of the area and search it before we go into the master door. Because I think at this point I might have a few lockpicks, or I might still have one. I ended up picking up a few in this area. Take that guy out, send him flying. Yeah, I ended up finding 2 lockpicks here, which is really nice. But the Nucleus is something, is a location that I've been to maybe once, and all the way through it, probably not. You know, so I decided, you know what, let's discover the rest of it. I see a few more machine guns over here. Another bobby pin. Biometric scanner, power relay coil. I think I needed one of those too. Military grade circuit board, which I know I need, so we're finding a lot of the stuff that we need here. See, there's 2 different spots to go to. I decided to go all the way up here first, just to see what's up here. I thought this would lead outside, but no. Just a command center. Then I decided to go... yeah, decided to go in it. Now I see robots, and first I'm thinking, well, it's kind of scary because I know I can't kill any robots, but they could have some parts on them. A few doors with empty rooms. Made me very curious to see what this area is like in the base game. Because I don't think I've ever been in here whatsoever. I see a few guys through the wall here with my We got 2 ghouls, both basic, so try to sneak up on the one. Surprisingly, ghouls, even base ghouls, are super tanky if you're not hitting them in the face, and goes very poorly, but end up taking them both out. Got a weapons workbench here. Just the stealth blade for that. I'm going, you know what, it's kind of a nifty knife. See if I can make it any better, but no, sadly not. More power armor training. I found a few power armor trainings so far in Bar Harbor, but not a single thing of power armor. Now, I think there's a unique Vim power armor in the Vim factory, and I wonder if that's still there now that it's coming to mind. Might be worth checking out next episode, but we shall see. I see a few enemies behind this, but I can't open the door. But I can open these, so I go, and here we go. A little death room of traps that I slowly, very, very slowly maneuver my way through. And just sped it up because you guys don't want to watch me do this slowly. But I'm thinking, man, there's got to be something good behind here. You know, you don't just have all these traps, all these machine gun turns, and there's nothing worth getting back here. Sadly, however, the next room has machine gun turns, and they don't trigger from tripwires. They are just active. And man, they have some damn perception. I mean, a lot of perception. There's no way I can hurt them. I don't have any ranged weapons. Unless I found explosives, but even then, I don't know if the blast radius of explosives are good enough to even get them, but I try to maneuver through. I do get found, but he doesn't shoot, which is good. And I see a few more entities through the walls. Another turret. And we got something else coming up here, which ends up being a Lieutenant Gutsy, so really not much I could do. I end up going back, licking my wounds, seeing, you know what, maybe there's another way into this area. So with that being said, I decided to come up here and see what's worth checking out up here. I noticed a red door to the same area I was just in. So we pop up inside. We got 2 laser turrets, a Protectron, and I see a chest and I want to loot it. Protectron turns around. And yeah, this isn't looking good. We have also an Assaultron. But whatever's behind that door has to be amazing. I mean, there's no reason. There's all this defense for nothing, right? Now I'm also kind of stuck here because if I move, they're gonna see me. Protectron ends up turning around and finding me. Anyways, I go for the chest and just die. So I decided, you know what? Let's explore everything else in this area. See if there's any other angles to get in there. Few loot boxes. We do find a few more syringes here. Frenzy target could actually be really good, and like I said, a bunch of adhesive, a little scrap kit, which I gotta make sure not to use so I don't fired. Water filter, cute little shirt. Now, I am fully expecting that there'd be another door, but I don't think there is. And look at all this. Look at all this adhesive. Absolutely crazy. Found a terminal. I end up reading through it. Don't really find of anything too important. This one does talk about the shipwreck that I did want to check out. So we will end up going there probably next episode just to see what's over there. But nothing here, just a bunch of cans, aluminum cans. So I decided to go all the way down and open up this master lock door. We get in. And what I tell you guys, the master of master locks is me, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet.
We get in again. There's one ghoul here. A sprinting attack should do it. And he goes down. This area is officially clear. See a terminal. We gotta read it. More stuff talking about rations. So I'm assuming this is the rations room. A lot of food and drink in here. On top of it, a lot of supplies as well. The terminal also mentioned the shipwreck as well. So 2 terminals pointing to it. And if you can see, all we need is a makeshift battery. From there, decide to loot the rest of the room and check back and see how difficult it would be to create that backpack. I need 1 leather piece, which I could scrap one of my arms to get, but I decided not to. Heading into the submarine here, also another area I've never been into. Thank God the beeping noise is gone. But I'm not too sure what I would find in here. There's a few ghouls, which is fine. We can take care of those. My main thought process was, am I gonna find a battery in here? And we'll see if I do, but what I'm shocked by is I have found absolutely 0 firearms. We go into the mainframe terminal here of the USS Democracy. Literally nothing, just can load in a holotape, which obviously have nothing to load in. Decide to, you know, see what else is in here. We got another ghoul. Looks like some quarters. I see food, Nuka-Cola on the nightstand over there. So at least we're getting something out of it. Also still taking radiation, so I know there's more ghouls to come. Got some irradiated blood over there. Great resources, but no real need for it. Crafting's just not on the menu right now. Another feral ghoul, absolutely blind. Take him out. Another Navy remnant. The one thing that is nice though, from everything we've done so far, is a decent amount of bobby pins. I think by the time I'm done with this, I'll end up with about 5, which, man, alleviates the stress of coming to a door and having 1 bobby pin. All right, those just head back. I got this door here to the sleeping quarters. Too bad you can't actually sleep in them. A few containers, decent loot, but not what we need. No first aid in the bathroom, which was shocking and disappointing. So with all that done, I see the radiation sign on the door, and man, are we taking rats. Little maintenance closet, not much. Military ammo bag, not much else. And another terminal here. And another terminal with nothing on it. So we go into the nuclear radiated room. Guessing that thing in the middle is the nuclear power of this submarine. And not much here, not much here. We go down, we see that we're in the cafeteria, which gets me a little excited because, you know, possibly food, water, all that stuff, but kind of shocked that there's not like a little armory inside or anything. Head downstairs, 3 refrigerators with literally nothing. It's almost as if they like scrapped everything out of this room and forgot to put assets into it. Very, very disappointing, but from what I understand, I think that's everything left in the submarine here. And do another little look around here, and I just see, you know, radiation barrels. That's about it. So hastily get out of this room, and that's it as far as the submarine goes. So I head back upstairs to see, you know what, is there a way to get past this robot room? Because in that master locked door were a few grenades. I'm instantly spotted coming in. So we're gonna have to get lucky with a load seed here. After 4 or 5 attempts, I do get this run. Protectron's dead, surprisingly didn't die from the laser turrets. And at this moment I'm thinking, you know what, I think I got the Assaultron too. I head back inside, and there's the Assaultron on the floor with a beam just charging up. No battery on the Protectron, so I decided to just scoot across. And here is Fallout meets Splinter Cell. I find a short syringe rifle, which is absolutely huge. We can finally take out those bears or anything that comes in our way in the wild. Because we have found a boat ton of syringes, but we just haven't been able to use any. Now, syringe rifle doesn't have a scope, doesn't have a long barrel, anything like that. So it's not going to be the most accurate thing, but all stuff that's very, very easily craftable. Find a water filter, 2 water filters in a row, so we'll take those. And I'm assuming this is the tunnel that we could not go down earlier. Like I said, I've never been to this area in the base game or anywhere. There's a Protectron, but the one thing about Protectrons, they can spot you if they're looking at you very easily, but if they're not facing you, it's actually really easy to sneak around them. Close the door behind us. Got another cafeteria here. So let's see if we can find any more food. And some bandages, which is fine. Protectron's coming this way, so we're gonna let him pass and cozy on around him and see if we can find any more food, because we have found a good amount, definitely a good day or two's worth of food and water. So if we can expand that resource bed that we have, it'd be fantastic. I see meat, of course I get excited, but we can't even loot it. Dirty water. It's okay. And honestly, a few goods. Not the craziest thing, but it is something. I see the Protectron's coming back in now, but good thing I have a little turnabout in this refrigerator here, so we are going to be able to get around him. We just have to play it right. Because as soon as that thing sees me, it's going to spot me. So he hits us once, which isn't great. And I wait for him to start moving. As he is, I get out of there. And I know he's not going to be able to catch up. Now, because he spots us doesn't mean this other one does. So we're going to sneak up right behind him. This is the point where I go, man, I wish I had a robotics expert just to, you know, destroy these things. Definitely worth taking, I think. So we're just gonna wait for him to turn around, smuggle right past him. Cool. We continue down the tunnel here. Double doors. I see a machine gun turret, so I think I'm wrapping around to the place that we were earlier. Another machine gun turret right above us. And Mr. Gutsy coming our way. So I close the door, closing onto the other side here as he comes through. At this point, I'm thinking, man, I am so dead right now. I am so dead. But somehow I get out of this. I don't know how, but as bad as it's looking right now, we do persevere. Looking at the map here, trying to, you know, do the mental gymnastics of putting it together in my head of where we've been, where we haven't been. This next area, I have the machine gun turned up right above me, which is super perceptive. Starts spotting me. I go into the little corner here. I notice 2 rooms to my right and a terminal. Gutsy's in the 1 room. I'm gonna wait for him to pass and then sneak alongside him as well. Maybe take a dip into the room. Mr. Gutsy's going. As long as I stay in the dark here, I should be good. He goes about. I move in. I know he goes into the room to the left, so I decide to duck into the room to the right. And of course, really nothing much in here. We got a garden gnome, that's about it. We do have beds, which are nice, but I mean, nothing. So now I gotta wait for him to pass again. I hear him on the other side of the door. I think at this point he's in the other room. So I just run right past him. There's a turret right above me. I recognize this forklift in the room ahead, and I've made it fully through. So it seems you can, 2 berserker syringes, very nice. It seems that you can go through this initial way that we first went through, but it's really not worth it because you can find explosives in that master door, and with that you can just take out the robots, being the Projectron and the Assaultron that are in front of the door. So with that newfound knowledge that this just all wraps around, I decide to go back into that room and see what's beyond that gate and all the robots protecting this area. It doesn't make sense. There has to be something good in there, whether it's a gun, a legendary, something. So I see this Assaultron over there, and I need to plan this right. Pulse grenade to 600 might be overkill, but we are taking this boy out. I'm thinking, if I throw a grenade, does it take out these turrets? Try to go straight for the terminal. Throw the grenade. Super close. And I get taken out. I was wondering, I was like, why is this terminal not shooting at me if it sees me, or the turret? But I got my answer there. So throw a grenade over there, take out the boy, the biometric scanner. I bust back inside here just so I can lose my almost detected status. And to make a conscious decision that I'm going to try and sneak up to this terminal as much as possible, but I might be better just sprinting up to it and getting in there, because that will bring me to not a cutscene, but a pause. So get in there, open security door, cool, and I'm inside. Now, what does this heavily defended room have in it? Well, let's see. Find some bullets. Not really much lying around. A little bit of ammo. Back here, nothing. I see a pair of keys, which is for the office that we opened with the master lock, and a meeting holotape. I take my time reading through this. I don't really make too much up from it. If anyone knows what this is going past, or if this is base game stuff, please let me know. But after reading through it, I don't really see anything of relative note. There are 2 first aid. Get some purified water, bandages, which is okay. Second first aid here, more purified water and bandages. No ammo. And literally, guys, that's pretty much it in this area. I see a door that can't be opened. Cooler with nothing. Another bobby pin. And there's a mainframe terminal here. Going inside, I see a security door, so I'm like, okay, we'll be able to just sneak out of here. But it does open that side door, however, it's just an empty room. There's a little terminal in here. Maybe in the base game this is for something, but in this game it does nothing. So not really much going on here. So time to sprint past these turrets because Lord knows they're just gonna gun me down. Honestly, the Life Giver Burk has been such a blessing in disguise when you think about it. I have not had to use bandages since I got it, and I'm pretty sure you can get all 3 levels relatively early. I know you get the first 2 levels early, and I would highly recommend for a Frost playthrough because your maximum HP does not go up every level like it does in the base game. So the only way to actually get more HP other than dumping into Endurance is actual Life Giver. They actually buffed it, surprisingly. Looking back at the parts, I still need the makeshift battery before we could get out of this island, and I see that I can make some lanterns here. I do have an extra military circuit board that I can use, but I don't know if using any of these other components like the screws, oil, steel is going to come from one of those parts that I need for the boat. So I decided not to make any of that stuff. Make a bandage. I think I make 2 here. Yeah, 2 bandages because I know I'm going to take one back to our boy in the ship when we got here because you can give him a bandage and I want to see if that gives you like a temporary companion of some sorts. Back to the boat here. Let's go heal our boy. Needed a bandage. He hasn't bled out already. We can give him one now. Here you go.
If you stay here, you should be safe. Hey, we've survived this far. We'll make it to the end.
A little bit of XP. Nothing else, sadly.
This is all your fault.
And nothing in return, sadly. It is something that I wish was fleshed out a little bit more. I can understand how doing dialogue and stuff like that could be very difficult
if you stay here, hey.
from a modding point of view, but that's it, just a little XP dump, which is okay. But what are we doing next? You know, as far as this episode goes, we got some stuff done. We have expanded our resources to stay alive for a few more days. We got the radiation suit last episode. So, you know, this island is our oyster. Looking at it, it seems that the next thing we're going to do is go to this little ship, you know, the crashed ship, whatever. See what's over there. And now from what I was thinking earlier is maybe the Vim factory, wherever that is. But anyways, that's it for this episode, guys. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get the latest drops on my videos as soon as they drop. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe I guess, why am I reloading? This isn't Call of Duty! Wait, does that pause it? I'm guessing it does. No, it does not! Oh my god, I don't want to walk towards her. I'm closing my eye. Oh, it's worse! We're just running. Ooh! Oh my god!